eliminate the production of toxic materials. Those are the human made okay, so firstly we're talking about the occupational health and safety for the electrical trades beginners students. So in this case, we have to be aware of the work environment. If you are working in the factory or if you are working at the work site, you have to be aware of the work environment. Play on the environment and the base of the operation and the location of the workers. They are the work site environment. Who can hold this WHS entry permit? This means that any you want to work in the industry, you cannot do the job. You have to have the OHS card, induction card. This is the white card. You have to get a complete training and then you can go do this card. So the best WHS entry permit is you have to appropriately train the people or the elected officer union or employee union, authorized person, including the workers. They must have a certificately completed prescribed training. So this is for the important aspect of OHS card. Fit and proper person are the designated of the commission. They are, if the commissions are certified with, the holder can hold a permit and then they can enter the workplace. So the negligibles are incident. Notice papers are incident mean when the incident happens, the death of the person or serious injuries or illness and dangerous incidents are arising, and also the outward period of by the business or the workplace. This is the notifications are incident. Those notification incident related to the employee, contractor, and a member of the public. So we have to control. So the way to stop the what is causing the hazard. We have to use a lower hazard alternative, separate use from the rest of the workplace. So because of the hazard place must be separated from the other workplace, and then we have to utilize the appropriate installments equipment. Appropriate equipment need to be installed, and then we have to change the PPS on the working style, and also personal protective equipment (PPE) must be utilized. So this is where the appropriate workplace procedure. So when you are using as a hazard, so we have to work procedure. Firstly, what requiring a standard work procedure. So we have to focus on the standard work procedure, what to have to done. And then we have to break the task into the various steps. The whole work process need to be divided into the pieces, and then every piece you have to identify the hazard, and then we have to modify whether every step need to be modified for safer or not. It's safer, and then we have to follow the standard work procedure. You have to break the task and then identify hazard, and also the safer. If no, we have to change the work like this. So in this case, in this case, that task cannot be modified for the safer or easier. You have to develop the control measure and safety precaution, and you have to write down the standard procedure to control the measure, the safety and precaution, and then those procedures need to be audited regularly. So this is the important aspect of this occupational health safety. So this overview plans are shown that how to produce occupational health safety are thing. So any workplace, they are the hazards. The hazards are the noise, all the equipment are running with a heavy noise, or radiation, light, vibration, temperature, humidity, ergonomics, moisture, dust, solvent, glue, flux. Also the virus plus, parasite, vermin, insect, straight, trip, and fall to all the electrical equipment. Those are the hazards in the workplace. Those hazards need to be aware of. Okay, you are the electric apprentice, you need to connect the electrical motor to power supply. So you have to do that safely. Write down the procedure to connect the electric motor to power supply. So firstly, you have to check the motor rating voltage and the current by looking at the labeling. Then you have to check the type of the motor. What is your type of the motor, whether AC or DC. You have to measure the supply voltage by the meter. You have to test the motor insulation resistance by the mega. And you have to check any damage on the body or not. You have to check the terminal plus supply cord. Use the insulation. And then you have to handle the motor. You have to join the supply. You need to observe the layer vibration of the motor. If you are working in the petrol station, what safe method to be followed to avoid the risk of the explosion and gas? In this case, when you are working in the petrol station, there must be no bell connector, no battery charger, no discharge lamp. You have to follow the hazard principle of the air breathe there. Now, those things are preventing the risks. And you have to remove all the ignition substance from the petrol station. And you have to remove all power point that can start the ignition. So this is the isolation rise. And then you have to allocate the appropriate carbon dioxide fire extinguisher to reduce the risks. So those things have to be done. So the biological hazard means the physical hazard are the straight fall, vibration, radiation, noise, unguarded machine, electrical shock. Autonomic hazards are the type of the work, frequency, body position, poor lighting, improperly adjusted workstation. They can cause the stress on the body. Chemical hazard, they are the chemical produce solid, liquid, and cleaning agents, also the vapor, fuel, dangerous gas, they are chemical hazard. And biological hazards are animal, plant, bacteria, and insect. So any fire hazard is caused by the pure heat and oxygen. So the two causes of fire, pure is the main thing, and pure heat oxygen. If you let something, fire will not happen. Therefore, if you want to extinguish a fire, cooling means that by using the water, removing the heat, or they use the CO2 to prevent the water, air. So this is pure heat and oxygen. 3 days are important for the fire. So if you want to extinguish a fire, you have to remove one day. So there are the different types of the fire extinguisher. Two-type fire extinguishers are contain the aqueous solution, free from the concentrated and washer. They are extinguish the liquid fire. Where chemical fire extinguishers are aqueous solution to fire spray. They cool the surface to remove the heat element. Dry chemical fire extinguishers are they are spray oxygen element on the fire from the pure. The powder also disrupt the chemical reaction. Water extinguishers are there to extinguish the solid fire. So this is the carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. They display the oxygen element of the fire. So this is for the kind of the fire extinguisher and the type of the fire you have to utilize. So this table means a class of the fire. If you fire is a solid wood paper, you can use a phone dye, wet chemical, dry dye, water, but you can use a carbon dioxide. Premier liquid, you can use a phone dye, but you can use a wet chemical, You can use a dry chemical. You cannot use a water. You can use a carbon dioxide. Regular gas, you cannot use a phone dye. You cannot use a wet chemical. You can utilize a dry chemical. You cannot use a water. You cannot use a carbon dioxide. Electrical fire, you cannot use a phone dye. You cannot use a wet chemical. You can utilize a dry chemical. You cannot use a water. You can use a carbon dioxide. Cooking oil fat, you can use a phone dye, fire extinguisher. Wet chemical, you can use. Dry chemical, you can use, but you can't use the water and you can't use the carbon dioxide. This is for the how to use the appropriate use a kind of the fire extinguisher for the type of the fires. In the meantime, this is for the first part of the occupational health safety. Then we are talking about so it shows today's electrical trades are beginner level. We are talking about the manual handling. So manual handling is very important because of the manual handling is used to describe any activity requiring the use of the hand or the body to read the light or medium or heavy load, shift the position load by the pulling, dragging, pushing, moving, and also the collect the tool and material for the storage to adjust the position of equipment and unload the wire. So those are the manual handling. Manual handling also covers the activities which require the use of the bodily force. If you are using the operational power tool or the crowbar or the repetitive movement, using the screwdriver or the keyboard activity, they are also the manual handling. So those manual handlings are important aspects because of the it can cause an injury. So the injury caused by the manual handling are the back injury, spine, joint, ligament, muscle, invertebrated disc. They can be damaged by the wrong manual method. And handlings or hand and leg injury can happen. Finger, hand, feet, toe, finger can be injured. Injury to wrist, and can happen. Injury to back, shoulder can happen. Bruising to the various parts of the body and abnormal in the wall of the muscle, tissue, and the membrane that normally hold the organ in a place. So those are the damage to the your body parts because of the wrongs and manual handling method. The function of spine is important, very important because of this. There must be the slight involvement in the every muscle at all. So if you are moving the any of the body, it can impact on your spine. The stress on the spine due to the activity, lower spine is very mobile, it bend forward and backward, and twisting can happen. Therefore, the twisting or the jerking while the lifting or the carrying the can injure the small faces and joints in your spine. So the back injury can happen, spine, joint, ligament, muscle, any intervertebral disc can happen. So the hand and leg injury can cause to the finger, hand and toe and finger can happen. Injury to the wrist, thigh, ankle, injury to back, shoulder can happen. Bruising to the various parts of the body, abnormality in the wall of the muscle, tissue, membrane, can hold on the organ in a place, can cause to this injury. So functional spine is every movement in the every muscular fault, and they also impact on your spine. So therefore, the twisting, jerking, when you are lifting something, you do not twist your body. If you are twist your body, it can damage it can impact on your spine and you can get a back injury. Therefore, you have to know about the thing. So that we have to use all the intervibrators they are joining the muscle between your spine. So that if they are just in alignment, you can also feel this uncomfortability. So also you can feel the back pain. So therefore, the direct injury are caused by the unexpected happening. For example, electrician walking on the irregular ground, while carrying heavy electrical equipment. You are using carrying a heavy electrical equipment, and you are walking on the irregular ground. In this case, you slip, and then you can cause a back injury happen. And also, before this is due to those are injury, before you are lifting anything, you need to assess. We have to assess the weight of the load. You have to position and the location of the load and also nature of the load. Where the load has to be carried or moved, where to be taken, what are the requirements are you also important. If your load is too heavy, do not lift it alone. You must call someone to help or the mechanical assistant. Keep the load close to your body and maintain the balance. Use your leg if you are weighting something. You have to bend your leg slightly and your leg muscle to take the weight. Do not down on the twist of your body once you have the lift, and always bend your knee when sitting on the load down. So when you are put down the load, you have to knee your bend the knee and then you then put. So this is the way how you are using the manual handling method. So the alternative manual handling is also important. Alternative manual handling is for the carrying or the moving the load. So they can use it whenever possible to minimize the lifting and the carry bending activities. So those alternative material bending are included lift truck, scissor truck, pallet truck, and also the lever, crowbar. So they are the four-leg, manual four-leg. Also, you are using a lever to take off the thing, and a scissor lift truck, pallet truck, and also the pallet truck are utilized to move with the pallet. So then also you use the overhead crane to lift that weight, also important aspect. So the several simple procedure you have to follow your lifting the weight. Make sure that you are standing directly in front of the item you wish to lift. Check the item. If the item has a handle, when you can use it, and know where you are taking the object before you begin. Position your feet evenly and keep your back straight and stand up tall. Tighten your stomach muscle. Squat to the floor by bending your knees. Do not move your upper body. Take the whole object firmly with your both hands, and also distribute your weight evenly. Keeping the object close to your body. Begin to stand up by straight your leg. Stand up slowly. Do not move quickly or jump around. Doing this, you can walk with your object without twisting the body. If you are carrying a large object which restricts your view, ask someone to assist guide you. When placing the item down, bend your leg, and remember that keep your back straight as you bend the down again, and be careful to lower the inside of the object to flow separately. So who is responsible for the housekeeping? So all staff and management are responsible, and also you have to utilize the appropriate OH precaution. So that you are using any house hollow wall facing, you should have forest PPE. Also before you are doing anything, you have to check the wall for any sabit, because sometimes you create a thing inside there with electrical cable, it can cause an electrical fault. What are the notifiable incidents? So death of the person or the severe injury, illness, and dangerous incident, they are the notifiable incidents. So the workplace hazard include the physical hazard, so machine, electrical, vibration, temperature. Agronomic hazard is around bodies position and a warm method that can harm the body. Chemical hazard are solid, liquid, solvent, gas. Biology hazard is the body fluids, bacteria, virus, insect, animals. Those are the very dangerous in your workplace hazards. So This is for this. We're talking about the uh, occupational health safety aspect. Also, that specification, the purpose, depending in the heat, this is output frequency. College data usage is an important aspect. When you're working, so the today's lesson I talking about the lighting. I explain about the connection of the incandescent light, fluorescent light. And the industry. So there are three kinds of public die and a goddess. Okay, so electrical workshop like this we explain about. Now we are talking about this working at the height. When you're working at the height, we have to utilize a radar accident. So when we are using the radar, so one people is climbing, so one people have to hold the ladder, or you have to tie the ladder, or you have to put the guard. So the correct ladder usage is an important aspect because of the you have to select the appropriate ladder weight height and the ladder weight, and also correct ladder angle. And ladder angle here is this is the ground line, this is ladder. That angle must not be too wide or too narrow. And also effective ladder control is important. So because of one person walking at the height, another person has to hold the ladder, or appropriate die and the guidance has to utilize. Or those ladder must be put onto the even surface, and appropriate gas not be utilized, and that angle must be appropriate angle. So we have to check the ladder in all aspects. So also to work safely, do not work without proper checking. Data type can be depending on the low capacity and also domestic trade and the industry. So there are three kinds of the data types. Data materials are utilized wood, aluminum, fiber, glass, and steel. So the standard are utilized ASR and ZSR 1892.1, 1996 edition for the portable data material. ASR 1992 portable data for timber. ASR 1982.5, 1996 the portable data reinforced plastic. ASR 1892.5, the 2000 edition for portable data selection and safe use and care. So this is the importance of the ladder. So the different type of the ladder can be there's a single bolt ladder. So this is the maximum length is a 9 meter, extension ladder maximum length is a 15 meter, step ladder maximum length is 6.1 meter. So the US purpose ladder, they can use the stock ladder hinge to provide the extension, also platform. We use the body and ladder. So in this case, the load rating, heavy duty load rating is 120 kilogram minimum, and light duty load rating is 100 kilograms maximum. So when we are using the ladder, you have to you can go the top. You have to put about 2 or 3 steps. 2 steps you have to spare. So this is the correct one. This is the wrong one. Climb the ladder and the the sub vibration must be appropriate to the ladder span. Sometimes you have to climb on the ladder and you have to do the drain machine to drain it. In this case, the vibration must be withstood by the ladder. So that vibration span and the ladder span must be the appropriate. So that when you are using the ladder, important is a manufacturer name, important also load rating on the working length on the ladder important aspect. Those things have to be utilized. So this is the things ladders are utilizing important information about the ladder. So that before you are using the ladder, you need to check ladder safety. All ladder must be inspected on the delivery after suspected damage, and once every 6 months. It's important. Areas are broken, split, crack, decay. So this is a ladder and also the back glass and the bracing. You have to check properly. And side stop must be missing or not. Split, broken, crack, corner. You have to check properly. And also all the screw need to check whether the screw are worn or loose and broken or the wall or decay or happening. You have to check. And also ladder ram, you have to check. So this is the ladder component of the ladder. This is for the tie, this is the stop, bracing. Those things have to check properly. And also the style and the ram, you have to check. Or decay, broke, you have to check it. So the step ladders are the this is for the we can utilize a fiberglass, aluminum, and so on ladder. So that you can only step you can walk, but you can walk on here like this. And you have to 3-point connection touching important. Both 2 legs on the ladder must touch the ground, and the top must be against the lay on the wall. So this is 3-point connection important aspect. So this is the ladder connection. When you set the ladder, 3-point connection is important. So point 1, point 2 are 2 legs on the ladder must be properly touched on the ground, and point 3 is the top of the ladder must touch with the wall. So also important aspect. So step ladders are important. Step ladders should be utilized fully open. All the step ladder is utilized. Step ladder must be fully open. Another thing that they spread on the equal surface. You do not stand the ladder on the uneven surface. Must be the even surface. The spread must be the fully opened. Never climb on the bracing. Do not stand on the bracing. Important aspect. The worker should not stand above the top and always have the 3 points contact. Do not use a wet timber or the fiberglass. And step ladder and industrial type. Electrical shock can happen because of the sometimes you also have to aware of electrical shock. Electrical wire attached to the ladder, and your ladder is metallic, it can cause an electrical shock. So the important aspect. Another thing is the worker height is normally is 1.6 meter. 1 meter above the ground, they must have the appropriate buffer zone important aspect. So here you use as a ladder here. So this is 1 meter here, 1.6 meter and 1.5 meter buffer zone. This is the correct. So total is 4.1 meter. Worker height is 1.6 meter, 1 meter above the ground, and 1.9 meters buffer zone. So if you are walking in the buffer zone, you must use a light safety. Light safety. So the light is why attached to the other fixed installation, and then you can utilize. So this is the harness wire is connected. 100 wire is to say the line of the walker is attached to the other permanent installed permanent pole or the permanent column. We attach to the 100 wire and the 100 wire attached to the walker. The installation of the repair wall is to be carried out. In this case, appropriate fall protection equipment must be provided. So this is the fall arrest must be provided according to the ASR NZ1841.4. So that we only climb up to the mid position. If you are using a single wire, only climb to the mid position. Now these two persons carry the letter, so that they must carry on a same shoulder. So single or the accession letter should not stand above the tattoogram. So this is for the appropriate letter construction. And when we are working on this rooftop, so in this case, I always have the 3 points contact is important aspect. That are used to reach the working surface of the roof must extend at least 1 meter apart. So in this case, we are using the ladder. So this is surface, this is for the roof. This must be 1 meter longer. Do not use the wet ladder. Never leave the ladder unattended. Only one person should be on the ladder at any time. Never walk the ladder to an adjacent location by standing on ladder and leaving it. In this case, sometimes you are walking on the here. You cannot move from. You can, if you are walking on this position and you want to change to another position, you have to go down and you have to change the ladder. This is also ladder position is also important aspect. So the important aspect is that when you are using the ladder, extension ladder never needs a loud. So if you're using an extension ladder, you have to loud properly. So when you are walking, you ever face a ladder. So you are facing a ladder and you go up and you go down. So sometimes to make the fall protection device, elevated wall platforms are utilized. So EWP, are you also utilized. So they are the CSR devices and they are the bonded are also utilized. So this is the telescopic CSR device and bonded are utilized. So the training for the appropriate use is important aspect. If you are using this EWP, you need to attend the EWP training. Also, that you need to properly maintain the EWP, and also not overreaching by using the EWP is also important aspect. So this is for the we are talking about this the drilling machine. light, the specific equipment, SK route, fire planning, evacuation plan, reanalysis training, and also safety and availability of fire protection equipment are important aspects when we are working in the workplace. Okay, so the two light. We also need to be aware of the toxic material. So that using the toxic material during this work, in this case, employer must be aware of how the safe handling of the toxic material. So that this is the important aspect. In this case, we have to measure the safety data sheet also important. Material safety data sheet must be utilized. So the material safety data sheet and SDS outline also important. Quality handling procedure, safe measure, and the first aid treatment recommendation are important aspects. Or the fire the hazard management procedure important aspect. So extensive planning and assessment, personal protective equipment, SK route, fire planning, evacuation plan, reanalysis training, and also safety and availability of fire protection equipment are important aspects when we are working in the workplace. So the ISA number center quality standard implementation procedure important aspect need to be utilized to provide, and also the audit must be performed. Everyone has a responsibility to observe the aspect of the appropriate waste and environment policy. What is to be carried out by the efficiently without unnecessary waste of the material, damage to the surrounding, and minimize the waste of energy directly or indirectly. Those are the important aspects of the materials handling and the safe working procedure. We also have to know about the waste management and protection. In this case, any workplace they are producing the waste. Some waste are biodegradable. They are break down into the environment. Some are the non-degradable. It stay around for a very long period of time. So the waste management is a minimizing of the source, disposal, landfill, environmental hazard can happen, and recovery of material after the disposal are included in the waste management. So we are doing the waste management system. We have to minimize at the source, and disposal landfill procedure must be regarded, and also recovery of material after the disposal. So therefore, we have to follow the appropriate strategy. We reduce items that necessary. Only use the item when necessary. Reuse it also important. More than once, the same as a different place and a recycling. Those strategy. The pollution control methods we have to treat the waste material such as the disposal, contaminated material, empty the chemical container to the appropriate facility, place them into the landfill, size, fish away from the waterway, and recycle and reprocessing important aspects. In bed you had to wear the safety glove. So this is a claw hammer. Claw hammer is the function of claw is to remove the nail. So that especially the carpenters are using the claw hammer to remove the nail. So here you got as a hammer head. So if you use as a soft hammer, because sometimes you want to work on the copper or the brass. In this case, we are using a soft hammer. Here is we can talk about the flip